Hello, hi there. It's Emilio from ADL Design and Build. Thank you so much for visiting our website. This is a very brief video presentation of the ebook itself. And if you did fill the form on the left of this webpage video, which is where you could download it, you'll be prompted to this page whereby you can save it as a PDF, save it, and have the PDF for your information purposes. And then if we can help with your project, please feel free to reach out. So this ebook is a content ebook that we created to showcase a bit more about the project over the process overall of carrying a full house renovation and extension, a loft conversion, or any type of renovation works. ADL Design and Build is a family-run company. Myself, Emilio, I'm the owner. We are a growing company, well established in the southeast and southwest of London. We are recording this video from the office, have multiple teams of in-house construction workers, and we are true design. First of all, I come from an architectural background. We have architects and quantity surveyors and project managers in the office. So we are a true architectural and construction company. So this is a bit more about us within the ebook, so you can get to see a bit more of our background. Our mission and our vision is to make the process of doing a full house extension or a renovation for anybody locally within our area as straightforward as possible and as enjoyable as possible. It's an exciting process to really transform a house to your specific plan and layouts and needs. Meet the teams, that's myself. My father is our main construction project manager. My brother is involved in business. We have at the moment of recording about 13, 14 in-house workers on site. Catherine, office operations, Alireza, Giovanni, Peters. Find us online. We post updates on our projects online, and our reviews and our expertise is actually home extensions, full renovations, loft conversions, and flat conversions, and any commercial developments within the residential space. So this is the whole design and build process, start to end. If you were to reach out to our company, it'll all start from a free consultation where myself or someone from the team will come and meet you and go through your ideas and so on. And then after that consultation, we'll follow up with a proposal depending on where you are within the journey of doing your project, i.e., if you don't have any plans, we'll be able to prepare an architectural proposal to assist with the architectural side and some indications of ballpark or construction estimate. If you already have plans, will be a construction estimate. So again, it depends. The type of proposal depends on the phase you're at within your process. Now, for instance, if you don't have any plans, so you want to do an extension, and you want to work with us, here's the architectural service outline. So everything starts from a measure survey, which is where we'll come, measure up the whole house, and have all of the dimensions. Then we'll create existing drawings to scale up to the millimeter for the plans, sections, and elevations. And then we would go through the proposal, the design process of actually proposing the options of the alterations and the design itself, where we'll create multiple options and go through the different variables for your project. There is planning submission. So if your project requires planning, then we, as your designers and architects, would represent you to the council and prepare your case for planning approval. We do, of course, 3D graphics for both internal and external, so we can help you visualize the plans into a 3D computer-generated software. Then after planning is approved, then you start having indication on the budgeting and the construction side of it. We go into the building regulations, drawings, and technical design. We would introduce you to the structural engineers, party wall surveyors, and then the building control inspector, which is then almost with the full package of drawings and files to complete your pre-construction design and technical. Here's some example of designs from us. It is a project in Putney with this L shape kitchen with an island and is a side and rear extension with a two-story over it, and then these are the 3D graphics. This project is completed on our website. 62 with a U-shaped kitchen, dining, wraparound, and full house renovation, full rebuild of the first floor and L-shaped loft conversion, and then 107 Queens Road again with a full rear extension, full house renovation. Some examples. You can also view our project portfolio online. The construction service. So everything starts from the quote. So if you do the plans with us, we'll obviously go through the budgeting and the estimation during the design. But then at the end of the design process, where all the drawings are completed, you'll have your final agreed quote. So everything starts from this point onwards, where everything is broken down, and you have an estimate completed. There will be pre-construction phase, so the contracts, the logistical plan on when we will start the project, so the whole start date, and logisticals, how long it'll take, and everything else will be highlighted. Pre-construction, that we have our full project management suite, where we'll create the whole project file for you with updated images and visual images progress reports. Some of our customers leaving the house during the works, others move out from the house. The full photographic survey report is really helpful. We do work on a backward valuation system, which means that the staged payments for the building works happen as the works progresses, so there's no lump sums. So every 10 to 14 days, you'll have a full valuation report illustrating all the percentages of the works advanced with the photographic report and explanation of everything that's been done, and then it gets withdrawn backwards. We do obviously value communication, clear communication. During the building works, we are very much available on WhatsApp, email, phone calls. We do weekly site meetings with the customers. We do design, ongoing design for when we refine bathrooms and so on during the works as well. And that's the overall build process as a full true construction project company. And then we would, when the project is completed, then we will provide all of our warranties and handover, which substantially are 10 years on everything structural, 1 to 2 years on anything non-structural, so some small elements or snags or touch-ups of paints, so they're all included. And then we also have all of our warranties, insurances, and over £300,000 of specific contracts works, separate insurance to cover all of our customers. So that's the overall client journey. So from the initial call to the site visit and consultation free of charge on site, the architectural process, tendering, construction, and handover. Now, depending on where you are, if you already have plans from the site visit, it'll go straight to tendering, construction, and handover. All depends where you are, why working with us. So again, we really we know that it is a competitive market. There's many builders, but eventually we strive for excellence in all aspects of the journey, really, from the architecture, from the multiple ideas provided before construction, ongoing construction, and then the true full turnkey solution, which is from the design phase to the handover, handled all in by one company, which is us, where you can really work in these interactive process and be as involved as you like. Some of our customers like to just be involved towards the finishing stage, others like to be involved during the. It all depends on your specific needs and the specific type of projects overall, of course. However, it is very important to highlight that what we do really is a true architecture and a true construction service. So we are not just a project management company. We would input our own direct labor, supervise, cover all of the logistical aspects of deliveries and so on. So everything is fully supervised, fully managed by our company. So this is a page that we inputted in the ebook. Avoid costly mistakes, do it once, do it right. It's very important when selecting the contractor that you don't just potentially look at the price of the quote, and then really look at the whole aspect of the service provided, the element of trust, the element of confidence. You need to remember that if you're doing a long project, like a 4, 5, 6 months project, and so on. You're gonna wanna make sure that the person who's managing the build is fully competent, has got integrity, and will really look after the build as we do with the utmost respect and transparency. So eventually we get to see it every day. That's why I personally put this page in the ebook. We get to see it every day that many people are then frustrated halfway into the build, and then they go into these Facebook groups and ask for advice and so on, because the expectation that they had at the beginning from their builder didn't quite match that experience ongoing. So it's very important that when you select your contractor, you think about the whole aspect of the service provider. Here are some highlights, some images from our portfolio of kitchen extensions. So we've done all sorts of extensions, rear, side, double story, wraparounds, and some images, loft conversions. So of course we've done many lofts, front lounges. Many times when we do extensions, it tends to become a project where the whole ground floor gets renovated, new floors, so even the front lounges, either they're open plan and connected or not, we do renovate them along. Hallways and stairs, being a full construction company, we have carpenters, second fix carpenters, joiners in our company. So again, this is something that we do with these examples, very nice features. Bathrooms were fully kitted out towards a bathroom operation. We don't necessarily do a single bathroom as a standalone project. We have a minimum building value of construction, but if we do, for instance, in most of our projects, when we do either an extension with an incorporated ground floor loo, like in here, or if we do a full house renovation, then we may have a couple of bathrooms to do within the project, or a loft conversion, of course, very often there's in suites or shared. So, bedrooms, again, we do fitted wardrobes, full dressing room spaces. We do specialize quite a lot in these type of high quality finishes. And then of course hardscaping is part of many types of extensions. We incorporate the hardscaping in the scope of works, porcelain slabs, Indian sandstones, and so on. Visit our pages. We have our vlogs posted on YouTube, on Instagram, or project updates. And then this is probably one of the most valuable section of the ebook, the FAQs, the frequently asked questions phase, which I can let you then just a tiny bit of background on myself, who am I, and how did I manage to write a whole book with all these information about the extensions. And as I put it in these uh, starting page of the frequently asked questions section, I personally not only just to say it is documented on the planning portals. I have 140 projects under my belt of renovation and full, very complex construction and house renovation projects, and I'm very much involved in the day-to-day of ADL design build. And this, yeah, this is kind of bit of my background. The introduction and FAQs. This is just simply to explain that these are generic FAQs, and then everything is specific to your project. However, it's designed to be very much readable, easy to read for potential customers who are not in the industry. So there's a section of FAQs regarding to architecture, so what's permitted development. Do you still need to consult the council for permitted development? What is also the planning, prior approval? What happens if planning gets refused? What happens when planning is approved? What's the next steps? Full planning for ground floor flats. What happens after planning approval is granted? What is building control? Who carries building control? What's the process of submitting application? What is Thames water? And can you still build, of course, if you have a shared drain or sewer in your back garden, which is very common? What is party wall? And when is the right time to begin looking at finishes? So this is the whole architectural section, the construction FAQs. Can you live in the house? You do an extension, a loft, a full house renovation. What's the best time of the year to begin a project? What are some of the green flags looking for contractors? Some comparison between quotes, how to assist our clients to potentially compare quotes. Yes, that's it. What's the difference between a construction company and a project management company? How soon can you start construction after agreeing a quote? payment schedules, budgeting FAQs. So these, after the construction FAQs, we did provide some indications on budgeting as well. And this is our appreciations for reading the ebook or downloading the ebook or even watching this presentation video. Contact details if you would like us to assist our current time of recording area of operations within southeast and southwest London, going all the way to Hammersmith and Fulham, Chelsea, Kingston, Beth, so all of these southeast, southwest area of London at the time of recording may expand our operation in the future. But either way, if we can assist and you would like our help with your project, please feel free to contact us over the phone on 020305154150 or by email or through our contacts on the website. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully I didn't bore you, and I'll look forward to connecting with you if you would like to have a project that we can assist you with. Thank you.